Here we go. We are live now. Okay. After 1 minute, maybe. ठीक है. कौन सा सोटेगा? Let's do. हाँ, ठीक है. तो गया बैठे तो गया ना बेंच पे पड़ा क्या
That's frost in my neck, stop.
भाई ये तो खतरनाक है. बच गया भाई. Fuck! Right. सही नहीं हुई टाइमिंग. ऑलमोस्ट गया था यार. ले भाई अब तेरा भला हो
Miller, you all right?
कत्तर
We need you.
इस बार इसे ट्राई करते हैं
Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
Behind you.
रुको रुको मार दो एक तो डोज के लिए जगह कम है जो ऊपर से इस बार पैर दूंगा इनको
Come on, Kratos. Off your back.
अरे यार फर्स्ट टाइम सही गया था मैंने तो उसके बाद
The Alpha. अरे यार कैसे मार रहा है ये भैंस Switching.
Frozen! One down!
जब तक तोड़ेंगे नहीं तब तक छोड़ेंगे नहीं
Stick it off, man. You've got this.
मार मार दो मार दो
Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
ऐसे था क्या
Great save. Come on, get up, brother.
पैर ही नहीं हो रहा यार क्या दिक्कत है इजी माइंड से खेल इजी माइंड से
Behind you, Kratos!
एने कल लड़ा तेरी
I felt that one,
Alka!
बच गया बच गया बच गया बच गया अरे यार बहन लास्ट टाइम करता हूँ फिर मैं आगे बढ़ूंगा
From behind! Incoming! Careful!
तेरा भला अले Finally done.
It requires 2 keys.
What are they keeping back there?
That's the beauty of a locked door. It could be anything. Monsters, treasure. Knowing our luck, it'll be a bit of both.
की कहाँ से लाएगा भाई? चलो निकलो यहाँ से.
Amir, what did you mean when you said Frey was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it. He'd been a prisoner for some time.
Hold. Let us search this area.
A statue of my brother. How quaint.
That's odd. The runes are dark.
What purpose does all this serve, other than a testament to my brother's vanity?
Difficult to say without an inscription. But it looks like the elves built this place together, light and dark. Which means this would have been their first act of cooperation in generations. A far cry from lasting peace, but perhaps it served as a monument. One that symbolizes the potential for peace.
तोड़ना पड़ेगा.
This statue may have survived Freya's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His godhood, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take root. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
Strange. These crystals contain their own light.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
अरे यार, तो इसको बाद में देखेंगे.
You said monuments are useless. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
इसको लाना कैसे पड़ेगा मार्बल को? रास्ता तो खोल दिया मैंने. समझा नहीं मैं क्यों है यहाँ पे क्यों ओह इसलिए था क्या एक वो वहां से लाना पड़ेगा जा सिमसे
That's it. The ring of crystal shards glow.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well. In honor of the Enlightened One, may his gift of light shine eternal. Ah, gift of light.
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freyr's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his presence?
You are not.
weapon in weapon उत्तरी क्या चीज है ये ठीक है फ्रेया क्या है ये
Even when Freyr was actually here, the peace was fragile. Surely a bit of extra light in the desert isn't enough to make it last.
Before I met Faye, I could not imagine a life of peace. After her death, in our travels to Jotunheim, I found peace on my own. It remains my responsibility to make it last.
Perhaps the elves will find peace again one day, even without Freyr's guidance.
His presence continues to guide them, whether they realize it or not.
ये निकलेगा नहीं क्या अब कहाँ से जाना होगा यहाँ से क्या कुछ अरे भाई कहाँ फंस गया मैं इधर भी नहीं है या फिर ये निकलेगा हाँ ठीक है पैनिक नहीं होना चाहिए आराम से खेलना चाहिए ये रहा रास्ता ओडिन रेवन को तो मार लेते हैं पहले यहाँ पे आए हुए हैं हाय तेरी आंखें भूल भुलैया बातें हैं भूल भुलैया तेरे सपनों की गलियों में आंतकों के पाँव बेबी मैं तो रहते हैं
Perhaps we can bring these cute animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Becky and Svanna could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. It just seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each other. It is enough.
जो बार-बार बता रहा अरे यार फिर बच गया बहन अरे यार चल साले
You know, Freya liked to breed Gulan pups in Vanaheim. I wonder if these two are the descendants of the Gulan he brought here long ago.
That explains how they got to the desert. Another gift for the Dark Elves. For the massive door we found earlier.
That door required 2 keys.
Aye, so it did. Let's keep looking then.
एक मिल गई एक और चाहिए ठीक है
Amir, what did you mean when you said Freya was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time.
Hold. We will finish later.
क्राफ्टिंग कुछ है
Amir, what did you mean when you said Freya was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. Odin didn't mind locking Freya up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields.
Let this wait. Stay alert. second key.
Sure enough. It's been a bit since we've unlocked a mysterious door. Excited, brother? Classic.
I'm excited.
Come here. What did you mean when you said Freya was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of.
Set that aside for now. Come.
वाह ये क्या मिला है डोज लास्ट सेकंड ठीक है ठीक है वहां जाके आते
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freya being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well, obviously he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
No more for now. Focus.
Another sleeping troll, courtesy of the dwarves.
कुछ है नहीं मुझे लगा कुछ तो लगता होगा
Freya. Here.
कट गई फ्रेया जल्दी आ भाई
A dawn bloom. You have an interest in botanicals now?
एंड अब होगी फाइट आता आसानी से कैसे मिल गया भाई बढ़िया है हमें तो आसानी से मिल गया
No wonder. How'd these two pups end up yoked to the sled?
Ever try flying in a sandstorm? I imagine Freyr showed the dark elves that Gulon could be trained to pull a plow. They must have found new uses for them once the sandstorm arrived. I imagine they're now bred to aid in traveling the surface.
And where are the other two? वो एक तो और दिख गया मुझे Okay, let's see. अच्छा यहाँ पे इसका मतलब यहाँ पे आ रहा है ये। एक आ गया। वो आ गया, ठीक है। ठीक है। उसका नहीं आया ये। ओह जल गया, ठीक है। नॉइस। अब हमें एक और ढूंढना है। another one. कुछ हुआ है क्या यहाँ पे? खुला क्या? नहीं खुला, वो तो वैसा का वैसे पड़ा है। इधर है या फिर वो रहा दिख गया दिख गया भाई। खुल गया। एप्पल। अरे भैया 4 एप्पल चाहिए हेल्थ बढ़ाने के लिए।
I thought death had cured me of my appetite, but damn if I can't stop thinking about the smell of tear stew. Awakened a fair few culinary cravings, did. Black pudding, haggis and neeps, oh!
Porridge and honey.
What about you, brother? Any pre-Fimble winter foods you're aching for?
Olives.
The hell's an olive?
बस लेके आया था क्या?
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freya being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well,
gay.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while.
Enough talk for now. Be ready.
Enough talk for now. Be ready. Let's go.
Something is coming, and it's not happy.
Oh,
I'm great! Alka! Back! It's about to charge! Watch out for the scales! It's about to charge!
बच गया भाई।
Nasty hit! Go away, brother!
Get ready!
अरे यार मरने वाला हूँ मैं, मरने वाला हूँ। पता था मुझे, पता था।
Something is coming, and it's not happy.
It's about to charge!
अरे यार बच गया। बच गया।
Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
बच गया। अरे भाई One hit.
What on earth was a drake doing back there?
Your guess is as good as mine. Imprisoning a drake. Can't decide whether to be impressed or horrified.
Either way, it is over now.
It is over now. क्या मिला है? Last second dose. स्ट्रेंथ। ये क्या चीज है? ड्रैगन्स। सब निबट गए यहाँ से। Ornate chest, legendary chest. लेजेंडरी चेस्ट कहाँ है? यहाँ पे रह गई मुझे लगता है।
Kratos, tell me of an adversary from your homeland. It will serve us well if I understand more of your battle tactics.
There was Medusa, queen of the Gorgons. Her gaze turned men to stone. A mirror would turn her own powers against her. Or you may remove her head, but that is the hard way.
Which did you choose?
The hard way.
Forget I asked.
ये क्या है? ये है ना चेस्ट। ये क्या भला है? ये रही थी।
On your left!
Behind you! Go!
ठीक है। मिले या नहीं मिले? गर्मी लग रही है। अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है। गए 3। ठीक है, बार तो होना चाहिए भाई। हो गया ना। ऐसा तो नहीं है। कितना कुछ करना पड़ता है। डिफेंस नो वारंटी क्या चीज है ये? डैमेज 10। चलो 17-15 देखते हैं क्या चीज है। चलो
Why do you yawn?
Force of habit, I suppose, since I don't sleep anymore. Although, it's far more confounding that I'm retired one. I've seen you stay awake for days at a time without so much as a sleeping eyelid. Not even a nap.
Gods do not nap.
Oh, tell that to Thor.
Freya, you were speaking of your brother after he was burned by the Aesir mob.
Yes. It haunted him for a long time. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
चलो चलते हैं किसकी तरफ। Eyes of Odin नहीं क्या चीज़ है The Burning Cliff यहाँ पे नहीं जा सकते क्या अच्छा इसमें कुछ नहीं है इसमें The Raven Tree चलो इसमें जाके देखते हैं The Raven Tree
That Lunda's armor? Hand it over. I can fix it up right
What
quick.
is this?
Ravens. Ones we've been destroying. Odin's little spies.
Ready when you are.
क्या चीज़ है ये
And Lady Freya? The Aesir will be running scared. What's it gonna be? You make up your mind. The stream of anguish. I'll be damned.
क्या थी ये
And now for the goddess.
Can this lock be opened without damaging the book? The elves in Freya's camp wish to read it.
Brock never met no lock he couldn't lick. I'll get her open where it needs to get. Oh, Lunda sends her love. What a spotted heart. What'll it be?
Three, five, four. क्या चाहिए क्राफ्ट के लिए चेउस फ्लेम गार्डियन शील्ड
That'll mess some folks up. What's the Witch of the Woods need? What are you looking for?
क्या चीज़ है
You won't get so much as a paper cut in that.
ठीक है
That'll keep your bits in all the right places.
A good fit.
Now don't go get yourself killed, hear me?
Like the father of all, we swung from the tree. Wisdom gained father, gained we.
Swung from the
In
tree.
life we hanged, in death we kneeled until you freed us with your steel.
So destroying the ravens free their spirits somehow. Good to know.
Free.
Well, free of Odin's control, anyway.
ओके वो इधर है ना ये लॉक है सभी लॉक है इधर तो ये क्या चीज़ है
Again? Good.
Fine, look out!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Take it off, man! You've got this! Careful, brother! You're covered in fire! Watch out!
Shield strike! Now! Right leg!
Behind you! Look out! Hey, no, left leg!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Behind you!
Kill strike! Now! Behind you! Incoming!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Look out!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Look out! Left side, brother! Right side, brother!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Incoming!
Enemy to your left! Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Incoming! Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Look out!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Look out!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Look out!
Enemies to your left!
Right side! Einhard
Last one.
Behind you, brother!
Enemy behind you! Behind you! Watch out!
Right side, brother! Left leg!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you! Look out!
That was instructive.
अच्छा प्रैक्टिस के लिए था ये।
Let's do it.
कुछ नहीं है। Let's do it.
We are certain the trace could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't want to be found.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Well, that's because they
Midgard.
believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Of course. We should get down to the wolves, brother.
लेके जा रहे हैं फिर यहाँ। ओ यहाँ पे।
Come. Quiet. She is a friend. Now.
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them and they'll take care of you.
Brother, What exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
You don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The Giants, they herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not the problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further.
Lake of 9.
Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point the way?
Noise point directs.
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Seekron.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me.
Another time. We must focus.
यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है.
Freya, you said you knew of our battle with Seekron.
She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me. Something you need to do before we find the Norns?
I scouted ahead. The lake's crawling with raiders. Be careful. Still a pleasure to see you anyway.
Mimir, the way you still speak of Sigrun, it doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life, if that's what you mean.
Not now.
आगे भाई वापिस.
You were asking about the thread we're tracking. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Norns live in a well. But we will speak of this later.
कहाँ ओपन कहाँ हुई है? ओ यहाँ पे है क्या?
Let's find your wolves. Get back to tracking the Norns.
ये भी जरूरी है भाई। सुमित भट्ट, गुड आफ्टरनून ब्रो। नीचे। अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है। वही देख रहा था।
As I was saying, the Norns' home is called the Well of Ur. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible. Like being inside your own mind.
But if we go in together, are we in each other's minds? Not so sure I like the sound of that.
Lemire, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. He is right. They have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts.
अबे वुल्फ ले जा कहाँ रहे
Talk
हैं?
about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. There. You mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate, which only made me more determined to try. The oarsmen. A monument to conquerors.
Made some lovely warships, though.
Sword of the Nine. बसड़ है क्या यहाँ पे? यहाँ थोड़ा बोरिंग पार्ट है। कैसे भाई? करना क्या है यहाँ पे? वुल्फ के सर को फॉलो करो। अब यहाँ पे बसड़ा थोड़ी।
Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
ओ भाई,
Fine mess.
एक ही हिट में लपेट दिया यार। ये क्या चूतिया का था?
Look out!
चुप
Can't do this without you, Kratos.
मार रहा भाई, ये तो खतरनाक। वो अभी लेवल भी अपना 4 है, 5 का है। अपग्रेड करके आना पड़ेगा। यहाँ पे आ चुका हूँ मैं पहले। रंगा खाली कैसे पड़ा है? ओ यहाँ पे तो टेरिस आया था पहले।
Killer, you alright?
अरे भाई
It's too fast. Use your shield.
क्या मिला है? कौन सा दांत मिला है? फीस्ट बोन।